The Men and the Butterfly. Once upon a time, on a hot summer's day, two tired men who were on a very long journey came to a riverside where they stopped to rest. Moments later, the younger man had fallen asleep, and, as the other one watched, his mouth fell open. Can you believe it? When a little creature, to all appearances a beautiful miniature butterfly, then flew out from between his lips. The insect swooped onto a small island in the river, where it alighted upon a flower and sucked nectar from its cup. Then it flew around the tiny domain, which must have seemed huge to an insect of that size. A number of times it flew around, as though enjoying the sunshine and the soft breeze. Soon it found another of its kind, and the two butterflies danced in the air, as if flirting one with the other. The first butterfly settled again on a gently swaying twig, and, after a moment or two, it joined a mass of large and small insects of several kinds, which swarmed around the carcass of an animal lying in the lush green grass. Several minutes passed. Idly the wakeful traveller threw a small stone into the water near the little island, and the waves which this created splashed the butterfly. At first it was almost knocked over, but then, with difficulty, it shook the droplets from its wings and rose into the air. It flew, with wings beating at top speed, back towards the sleeper's mouth. But the other man now picked up a large leaf and held it in front of his companion's face to see what the little creature would do. The butterfly dashed itself against this obstruction again and again, as if in panic, while the sleeping man started to writhe and groan. The butterfly's tormentor dropped the leaf, and the creature darted, quick as a flash, into the open mouth. No sooner was it inside than the sleeper shuddered and sat up wide awake. He said to his friend, "I have just had a most unpleasant experience, a dreadful nightmare. I dreamt that I was living in a pleasant and secure castle, but became restless and decided to explore the outside world. In my dream I travelled by some magical means to a far country where all was joy and pleasure. I drank deep, for instance, from a cup of ambrosia, as much as I wanted. I met and danced with a woman of matchless beauty, and I disported myself in endless summer. I played and feasted with many good companions, people of all kinds and conditions, natures, ages, and complexions. There were some sorrows, but these only served to emphasize the pleasures of this existence. This life went on for many years. Suddenly, and without warning, there was a catastrophe. Huge tidal waves swept over the land. I was drenched, and I very nearly drowned. I found myself hurtling back towards my castle as if on wings, but when I reached the entrance gate I could not get in. A huge green door had been put up by a giant evil spirit. I threw myself against it, pushing it again and again, but it did not yield. Suddenly, as I felt that I was about to die, I remembered a magic word which was reputed to dissolve enchantments. No sooner had I spoken it than the great green portal fell away, like a leaf in the wind, and I was able to enter my home again, and to live thenceforth in safety, but I was so frightened that I woke up. Now, it is said that you, as you may have guessed, are the butterfly. The island is this world. The things which you like and dislike are therefore seldom what you think they are. Even when your time arrives to go, or when you think about it, you only find distortions of the facts, which is why this question cannot ordinarily be understood. But beyond the butterfly is the sleeping man. Behind both of these is the true reality. Given the right opportunity, the butterfly can learn about these things, about where it really comes from, about the nature of the sleeping man, and about what lies beyond these two.